아프리카 TV에는 당신이 아는 것보다 다양한 인정이 살고 있죠. 말 많은 인정, 발 빠른 인정, 잘 먹는 인정, 영리한 인정, 친절한 인정까지. 모든 게 컨텐츠가 되고 누구나 주인공이 되는 세상. 알고 보면 멋진 세상.
Are you free? Africa TV.
(2018) GSL Season 2 Codex Overgrowth.
Under pressure, you're a diamond, outnumbered, you're a lion, and you're fueled up with defiance. Tonight you're catching fire. Trust yourself, and you can move mountains, and you can fight giants. And you can fight giants.
2018 GSL Season 2 Codex Overgrowth.
You know, I thought that sort of looked the best in, you know, the photo shoot, but Deer with that beanie, man, just can't be beat.
I mean, all those photos look great, honestly. I wish I was able to do another one. You know, like, even though I didn't qualify, I wish I could just get my photo.
You should just go down there, get confused, be like, oh, he's back. Okay, here's the big jean jacket.
Yeah.
And then there's just this photo of you, and they print it out, and it's never used. And it's,
That'd be nice. Just throw them on the wall. I have the wall right now.
I know.
Just have a bunch of pictures.
Stealing all the pictures down here. So, here we are in the winter match. Maru against Deer, both of them playing very well today.
Yeah. I'm very excited for this match, actually.
Yeah, I think it's a good one. Like, I mean, Deer played very well in that previous match, but Maru is a lot better than Bunny.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
would
actually
agree.
leaning towards Maru here, to be perfectly honest.
For sure. It's hard to judge too, because the games against Deer weren't necessarily like really long back and forth games.
Yeah.
Like they were both pretty decisive, like the
Yeah.
decisive defense of the all-in, and then the decisive all-in from Deer as well.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to judge if Deer is like capable of beating Maru or not right now. Like it's just not something we can definitely say. But I think the games will definitely be good. So
Yeah, they should be. I think it's time.
it's definitely time.
All right.
Actually missed. Who picked the first map?
Neon, it was Deer. Neon Violet Square. If that was Maru, we have one of those situations. That can get
Exactly.
confused.
Jin Air Green Wings, Maru.
Gas first there. Little something, something.
Something.
And of course, Protoss play for the day.
Deer.
Who? Here's the thing too, right? Because of course here on the English broadcast, we must be a little bit biased.
Sure.
Who would Xanster rather face? Who does Xanster want to win here?
I think Xanster definitely wants Maru to win.
Yeah.
Like, Xanster played a lot of practice games with Hurricane, and he looked really strong.
Yeah.
Like, both of those players live at our house, so they're actually a huge benefit of practicing between each other, because they can talk a lot about the games. And I think he's well prepared for this match coming up against Deer. So I would like to see Deer lose this map if we want to see Xanster coming out second.
Okay. I think there's a decent chance, but you never know, man.
Yeah. Honestly, though, the first game, like, if Xanster can pick up on what he did wrong and you know, use that to his advantage in a rematch, like, we could see him, you know, take at least a map off of Maru. And if he takes one map, it's possible. Like,
Yeah.
It's very possible. So.
Yeah, I mean, we were just down talking to Xanster and sort of a little bit, and sort of actually had an interesting comment. These are all standard builds, so we can still talk about that a little bit. But he had an interesting comment that he thought if Xanster had 10 more drones, that headbutting would have worked. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you have, like I said, when you took more bases behind that headbutting earlier
Yeah.
on, like, I think the game is very different for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I always love to hear these different opinions on ways to win a certain game.
For sure.
I think it's like the most interesting thing, right? Because here's some deep stuff for you guys, right? Like, StarCraft is such a big game, it's such a complicated game. Everyone has a different way that they look at it. Everyone has a different perspective, and no one perspective is the ultimate truth. It's really like to hear multiple different ideas, and like Sword looks and says 10 more drones. I look at it and say, pull into Broodlords after that initial attack, right? And
yeah. And both are like just as correct. I
and
think.
you're basically talking about like you should have just already had those other two hatcheries, so your economy's gigantic at that
Right.
point. And the thing is, these are just all different perspectives, and all of them could have worked because StarCraft's such a crazy game.
Yeah,
But,
I think that's what
yeah.
makes this game really, truly great, is everyone can play their own style and potentially win games like their own way. This is what really brings personalities into the play, where there are like these things where people talk about, like, do people play like their personalities in real life are? Like,
Yeah.
there are some people that play like they act in real life, which is just surprising, because you can bring your own personality into your play.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
There was a study a long time ago in StarCraft 1 about personality traits amongst whatever race you played in StarCraft 1.
Right.
And it actually lined up well with everyone I know. So
Yeah.
it's a very...
It's very cool that that's actually a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you play other games, it's just not the same, because there is like a standard way of playing the game efficiently. But in StarCraft 2, it's very different.
Yeah. Yeah.
StarCraft in general. So we see anything crazy here? 2 mines on the way. Is this? Yeah, this is gonna be a mine drop. by
Yeah,
the looks of
it looks like he should be doing a mine
Oh,
drop in here.
that's
wow.
really nice.
Wow, losing the first Oracle is about the worst thing that can ever happen. Look at this.
Especially against this.
4 mine drop, and he has the Hellions ready to dart in as well.
Too. Yeah, that's very scary for Deer.
Yeah.
He should know, hopefully, that this is coming, especially after seeing the Hellions here. But you know, it's still hard, especially if you only have 1 Oracle. Oh. This is quite interesting. I'm wondering.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is all about.
I'm not sure either. He only has 2 gateways on the way, so I wouldn't expect anything super crazy. Oh, that's quite nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
But hold on, he has nothing up here. The Phoenix pops out. Drops off 3 of the mines.
Oh,
Oh, actually, good
yeah,
connection.
that's a lot of SCVs or probes to be killed here.
Oh,
Still
and
has
the other
one.
one actually burrows. He might not even realize.
Does
Oh,
he have a
knows.
revelation? I don't think he even has a revelation.
That's all right.
Oh, he could have gone off there. I don't know why he didn't.
Ooh, yeah, that actually would have been a solid
Oh,
hit.
oh! He's so indecisive here. I think
Yeah.
this is okay. But I
Eventually,
feel
you
like
got
he
to do
should-
something with
Yeah,
it.
I feel like he should have just gone for it. Yeah, he was wasted it.
That's too bad. He could have gotten 3-4
Oh,
with that.
that's
Oh,
quite nice.
man, 10
Yeah.
probe kills now at this point. Good harasso overall.
Very good harassment.
You got to
overall.
remember, Widow Mines have a build time of 0. So,
I think you couldn't have done much more with what he wanted to do there.
Yeah.
Like he got a lot of probes with the
And-
Widow Mines, and he got the Hellion run buys off. So
did he got the medevac home or no? Did he just
I-
straight up lose it?
I'm not sure. I
He
think there was
must
a
have
Phoenix
lost it.
out, right? So he should have lost it for
Yeah,
sure.
because that's the only unit
Oh,
that you really
this
want
is
to get
definitely
home
a
anyways.
different medevac, I think. I can't tell
I
because I,
would
don't know
say
its
so.
HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely this one. Oh my God, he's not reacting to this at all.
Okay. Well, map 2 was... What was map 2 again?
That's
Catalyst or something?
what if he just kills him here?
Oh, he's not going to kill him here.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
No, it's...
If he gets the bunker, then maybe. Look at him dropping on top of the units.
Yeah, dude.
It's not
Maru, man.
happening. Yeah, Maru is not having any of that
Yeah.
attack.
Come on now.
I still feel like Deer was super indecisive of what he wanted to do exactly. Like this pylon, aggressive pylon felt really strange to me.
Well, he's
Like
got-
he also has a third, so
Yeah, he has 3 nexuses, but like he has 37 workers. Like he's
he has 6
That's a
army
good catch,
supplies
that's a good
to 23 as well. This is quite nice, just sitting here and
oh man.
not losing his medevac.
Look at Maru's micro. He's
Yeah,
just
this is
out of
very
control.
cute.
You
Look at
see
he
this?
picks up the one that
Oh
doesn't
my
have the
God, I just
cooldown.
I love this Terran player.
Yeah.
This
This
is
is
so
the stuff we expect
magnificent.
from
Look at
Maru.
it. This is such a technical little thing that he's doing, like keeping all this alive. Then a Widowmine just walks up into the third.
And in the nat.
And the natural.
I'm surprised there's one walking into the main.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Don't worry, it's going in the main base next.
yeah. This is
Yeah,
very
see?
cute.
There it goes.
It is. That went very well. Look at he still has this medevac. Like, you would think, okay, 3 Phoenixes. There's no way this medevac does anything, right? But it does so much for what it is.
Yeah, yeah. They're so badly hurt at this point as well.
Wow. This probe is about to take out a Widow Mine.
Story to tell his friends. Hold on though. Hold on though. Hold on though.
Oh my god. Wait! Okay.
Oh,
That was close.
that was actually so close.
Yeah. I guess it takes time for the mine to shoot too, though. But once it's revealed, like it wouldn't be revealed anymore.
Yeah, as soon as
So-
the reload is done, I believe it just goes down. So 13 Widow Mines so far. This is kind of interesting to me as well, because we just saw Deer do a Phoenix-based play, and he's doing Phoenix again. And it seems counterintuitive, but one of the best games that I've ever seen on Deathwing between Myungshik and Maru. He just went mass 4 Widow Mines at a time drops all game. Yeah, we knew that after that big 4-mine
Yeah.
drop. But like against Mass Phoenixes, he just kept doing it, right? And he
Right.
just keeps sending in mines after mines after mines. In this game, he did it as well. I don't know what the reasoning was behind it, because we don't see that type of just like, okay, let's drop 15 Widow Mines.
I think there's a chance that it was reactionary to killing the first Oracle. Like that is a possibility, because I think when you do kill the first Oracle, you feel a little bit more viability in using mines in general
Yeah.
for harassment.
like they won't be able to keep up with
Exactly. Like if you have 2 Oracles and you have 1 at each base, it's a little bit of a different game.
Yeah.
But like losing it is actually a very big deal. So could have been a reaction to that.
it. Yeah.
I kind of like Deer's trying to go for the Phoenix, but like you need a backup with it. You need something like a Colossus or something as a base army. You can't just have a small gateway army.
Well, you couldn't afford it after those Widow Mines killed absolutely everything. Maru crushing Deer in game number 1. Blackpink, our second map. Any special feelings about this map?
I think it's a pretty standard map. I don't think either player really feels too bad about it. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, I think this is better for Maru. Just the third base in general is a little bit more exposed, especially than Neon. Well, Neon third base is pretty far. It's just the rush distance on Neon's a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Well, I think Neon's just a Protoss map, but
Fight!
here we go.
Jin Air Green Wings, Maru.
looking a lot stronger against Deer than he did against Zanster, to be honest.
For sure.
Talk about that all night, no matter what. Zanster can go 0-2 in the next match and be like, nah, man.
We're not biased casters.
Like, you did great.
Deer.
Well, it's super exciting to see the non-Koreans continually get into GSL, so I want to thank you for having
Thank
that house.
me, yeah. Thank
And,
them for being, you know, interested in coming here and
Oh, indeed.
doing that.
That too, but you make it easy on them, and I tell you, it's just such a different time to watch this. And in my opinion, Zanster had by far the hardest group out of all the non-Koreans.
Oh, easily. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't even close. I remember when we first got the news in the house, we're all like telling each other we're groups. We're like, oh, Scarlet's group. Like, that is 100% Scarlet favored.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I look
oh,
at
like,
that, I'm like, yeah, I think her and
Rickard's
Gumiho
group.
pretty clear.
Yeah, Rickard's group, we're like, okay, like, that's doable. And then we're like, Zanster, okay, well, you should just pack up and go to Sweden. Because
Yeah.
obviously kidding, but like,
Yeah.
it was very hard for him for sure. But he was very diligent about practicing for his opponents, so.
Well, let's not talk about him like he talked about Stefan, okay? He's not dead yet. Guy still has a chance. A little bit of probe harassment going on here.
Yeah, it's very annoying. I can feel for Maru's pain for just wanting to build a CC
Yeah.
and not be interrupted.
We'll get out just in time so the Reaper has a little bit of a difficulty finding him.
One of the most annoying things is probes harassing like the mineral line. It's just so annoying. It doesn't even do anything. It's just like they're trying so hard, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But
You're never really going to kill anything, right?
yeah,
It's so rare. In
it's
fact,
just annoying.
I lose more probes trying to kill an SCV than I kill SCVs with the
Right.
probe. Because, like, eventually you'd be like, I'm going to just get this before the Reaper comes out, and then, no, you don't. That's sad. So he scouts the Stargate with the SCV.
Right. Nothing too crazy though. Like
Yeah.
this is just pretty standard. So I guess we'll have to see what Maru's preference is against Stargate.
Well, previously we did see the 2 Hellions into, you know, the 4 Widowmine drop. The map is a little bit different. You have to go up a singular ramp. There's only one way into the natural, as opposed to Neon, where there's 2 ways in, and you can go from the same level of ground. So,
How do you feel about low ground wall offs on this map, Blackpink?
low ground wall offs.
Like,
oh, do you mean like
You like the
depot
gate
walls down
cyber?
there?
No, like the gate cyber wall on the low ground.
Oh, on top of the ramp?
Yeah, because
I
I
feel
feel like
like-
it's pretty good against Hellion run-bys, obviously.
Yeah, anytime you make a wall, it's like really crushes anyone that makes Hellions.
Right.
But I think on this map, you don't need it as much. Some of the more flat maps, like let's say you're on Acid Plant, I think it's
Right.
going to be a bit stronger. But just the fact that they have to go up a ramp, you get like a free volley and you get to like pre-micro. You know
For
what
sure,
I mean?
for sure.
Whereas,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with 100%. I was just curious what your thoughts on it
yeah.
are. I think it's definitely an option though, for sure.
Yeah, no, you can play like that, and I don't think that it's wrong.
I think we would use mostly on Acid Plant and other maps where you can't Reaper jump into the main without the wall. You know?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing is kind of annoying if you wall the low ground and you have a Reaper harassing your main. Like the rush just between your nat ramp and your main is actually kind of along for the adept, so you do lose a bit of mining time there. Cloak Banshee on the way.
Okay. Definitely something that Maru has forced into the metagame himself single-handedly after that series against Stats.
Yeah. Well, like we were saying about personality, it's like you can
Yeah.
make your own thing work here. Oh,
If
he knows
he
about
loses
it.
this again,
Oh, he does.
you have to be kidding me.
I felt like he knew that the Widowmine was there.
I guess not, and he didn't see the Cloak Banshee on the way. So now he's lost his detection.
Right.
This
He's
is
building a
just
Phoenix.
crazy for me. Like, he only made 1 Oracle again, right? Into Phoenix?
I guess. I don't know if there's another Oracle. If there isn't, then this is really bad.
Okay, what's the plus minus on kills if there's no Oracle?
It's a pretty big difference.
14?
Like potentially,
Let's go with 14 kills.
and you could potentially kill nothing if you have an Oracle, Revelate, and use Phoenix or Phoenixes to kill it.
Especially if this
he
Oracle
does
goes-
have an Oracle though.
The Oracle's gonna... Oh,
Oh
okay.
no! What?
Well, no Revelation for a while.
Yeah, this is bad. Obviously, he has no idea that it's this. So this is like
Yeah.
the safe play if you don't know.
Yeah, no,
But at the
totally.
same time, this is probably like the similarity to scanning, or using a meal right before a DT comes in. You know?
Well, he's actually gonna have the 50 before the Banshee gets there. Forgive me.
Okay, well that's
So-
nice, I guess.
But the second Banshee will come as well.
If he goes with 2 Banshees at the same time, that would be really, really hard.
Is he gonna do that?
It's possible.
I think he has the Banshee waiting at the top at 12, right?
Yeah,
If I can
yeah, just waiting.
squint
And he
it
uses
in
the second.
and-
Uses the second
Oh
stasis.
boy. And look at this Marine.
Can he go both? Oh.
You have to be kidding me.
That is not
Oh
good.
my god. I would say that Deer is stepping on rakes, but really Maru is just a globetrotter, man.
I
Like, he
can't.
just-
There's no way Maru was like, okay, I can just run in between both of these. I think that was just like a Marine wandering by accident and getting both.
Look, not only are the Banshees going to kill all of his probes, but the push might kill his third.
It's possible, yeah.
This
Especially
is,
without the stasis
oh my god,
ward.
is he just going to right-click on sentries here or something?
Oh? There's a tank here. So, oh, he does pick up the tank. That's kind of nice. He might be able to clean up this army, but he is losing a lot of workers behind this as well.
Yeah, I guess if he gets the sentries, it's not as bad.
But
I
he
guess he
isn't.
won't get anything,
Yeah.
though, except like a million probes.
If Deer was able to just defend this, like just kill this very easily, this would be a really good spot for Deer. But
Yeah. In fact, the attack from Maru, we should really be...
Oh, that's so unfortunate. He revelated a Banshee that just finished cloaked anyways.
Yeah, the initial Banshee there. 8
He
kills
could
on
have
it.
used it for the other one. That sucks. That's just like unfortunate. There's just
Yeah.
nothing, like, there's no way you would have known, I guess.
No.
Oh? He had detection here. This actually would be really scary. I guess there's 2 tanks here.
Yeah, the fact that this is scary, though, when he's doing that, like, I understand pushing, but that was like a very dedicated push he did with the Marines and the siege tank and all that. Like, should you ever count on your Banshees doing a lot of damage and that attack doing a lot of damage as well?
No, I think it's one or the other.
Yeah, like if they have a lot of detection, then you've given up some fighting power. But if
Right.
you don't have a lot of detection, then obviously you're going to have more fighting power. So
Yeah.
I feel like there's been a great mistake by Maru. He'd be in an even better spot if he hadn't done the attack.
Yeah.
The thing is, I liked the
Imagine-
idea at the time, but in retrospect, actually,
Imagine if he had 2 oracles. Like,
yeah.
how different that harass would have gone. Like, it's actually incredible how much that oracle dying early on mattered.
Your
And he
first
did it
Oracle
twice.
is like the most important thing in the world. This is one of the reasons why Classic is the best PvTer in the world. This guy won't lose an early Oracle. Find me a VOD where Classic loses his first Oracle. I don't think he'll be able to do it. If he thinks there's any chance that he might lose it or there might be early aggression coming in, he keeps his Oracle at home. It's like, screw it, this unit's great at everything.
Yeah, I think it's better than, well, I mean, obviously if you lose it, you can kill nothing, then there's no real
Well,
point in going in.
anything's better than that.
Yeah.
Not making it, just having a Stargate not making anything's better than that.
He's still using Revelation to deal with these Banshees. At least he's dealing with them, though. Like,
Yeah.
He's starting to stabilize, which is nice, because he could have just died, honestly.
Yeah.
He did do some counter damage, too. Like, he did delay the third a little bit. But obviously, I'd still favor Maru in this position.
Also a little bit interesting, Deer continually going for Colossus tech today.
Yeah,
It's tearing
that's not
opponents.
bad. I think one way Deer could come back is if Maru does a super committed push, though, and loses this army. Like, without any medevacs, which he's going to wait for, obviously, but it would be really hard.
Well, imagine
come
if
back
he
from.
had one more siege tank, Cyclone, and like 8-10 more Marines in here.
Yeah,
That's maybe a death push, straight up.
yeah, that's definitely a death push, I think. He is getting ghosts, so I guess he's not going for a committed push. Losing another Oracle. That's not very good.
I'd love to just see like the units lost tab right now.
think he sees this observer. I guess not.
Doesn't matter. You can see this coming. What are you gonna do? Stop it with those stalkers right there? That I guess they do have blink, right? Did he get blink?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I thought he was getting it. Things are starting to run together in my brain right
Okay,
now.
here we go with the stasis ward. Oh, he scans one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Thought so.
There's one on the left, though. It's not going to happen, though. I don't know why you... I don't know where his army... I guess if it comes up the other ramp, maybe. This is going to be a really hard push to deal with.
Yeah, it's those siege tanks are gonna add so
Does he
much
have
more
charge?
damage. He does have charge, yes.
Okay.
So that's actually gonna help a lot. in
Oh, he had
fact.
2 force fields here. That would have been really good. Oh, whoa. That's a very aggressive blink. I don't know about that blink. I feel like you kind of have to do it, but at the same time... Oh!
Well, I guess it worked out.
It did work out.
Huh.
Turns out Deer's a better Protoss player than me.
Not by a whole lot, though, right?
You're
If you had to switch races, what would it be, Jake?
I think I would play a Protoss.
Oh, there you go.
Not because I'm good at it, just because I like the lasers and stuff.
Yeah, no, they're pretty. Okay, Colossus range on the way. More Colossus being made as well.
Yeah.
Maru kind of in a harder spot here.
So this is kind of what I was talking about earlier, where like if you do commit to a push and lose it, this is the one way Deer comes back. Like this is how I felt Deer could do it, because Deer was definitely at a huge deficit at some point in this game.
Well, especially with this unit comp that we actually see here, right? Because Maru is just now starting some Liberators, but it's not like he has Liberator range. He's making Ghosts. Like, Ghosts are great. They're always good. But against Colossus Stalker, that's where they're going to give you maybe the least value that you're going to get.
For sure. Unless you get up to that critical mass.
Yeah, I mean, if you get like a perfect army, the thing is, like, if it's just like ghosts that you're adding in your army, you really need those liberators as well, and you need liberator range.
Right.
The thing is, like, the right counter to liberators is Colossus and like roaming the map. You
For
know,
sure.
and
Just not letting them siege up where they want to is a
Yeah.
huge deal with liberators.
or
like-
just continually forcing sieges and stuff like that by
Yeah.
dancing in and out with this type of army.
For sure. It's kind of similar to siege tanks too. Like
Yeah.
you just don't want them to siege and have the spot they want. So you just be aggressive or, you know, play around the map, not just stick in a static spot. It's actually a pretty big deal for Protoss players not to just sit there.
Yeah. If you and you know, that's actually one of the very few things that Stats occasionally does is defends a little bit too long. At this point, with the Psystorm finishing up and a Warp Prism coming out, I think Deer just needs to get out on the map. If
Yeah.
he gets out on the map and just keeps pressure high, has a Warp Prism ready for harassment purposes, that's going to be a very good position for him, I think, especially considering Liberator range is on the way.
It's what he's doing too. I like the move out with Storm, like, because there's pretty much nothing you're scared of once you have Storm with this army.
Yeah.
So I like waiting for Storm because there is a small chance that he just hops on your army and kills it or something crazy.
But if you have two Psystorms, it'll never happen.
Exactly. You'll never get caught out of position being offensive. Oh, killing a CC without a cancel. It's just nice.
And
nice
see,
pick off.
now they're sieged. Walk around this way, make them re-siege.
Oh, Stasis Ward? Did he see it?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know if he saw the Stasis Ward or the Zealots, but that was pretty fast.
Yeah,
reaction.
2 cannons plus those Zealots, too, with that many Marauders. Probably
For sure.
better to just run.
Still cool, though.
Opening up some more pathways here.
Yeah.
I love this. This is just like the
This
way
is
that they're both playing right now is exactly how they both have to play.
Yeah, this is exactly what you said, too. Right? Like, this is the ideal way for both players to play in this position.
I love it when, like, you have, like, standard unit comps, kind of, and, like, people are playing how they're supposed to. And look at this. Now he's even getting into his Tempest tech. That's really great. He's adding the Dark Shrine. When you have this many bases and you have that high-end tech, you really do want to get that Dark Shrine to help harass and help defend.
It's actually cute. The Oracle was able to do so much damage just because there's only one Marine with this whole drop.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, it's out of energy now, but at least
Oh,
a nice
man.
pickoff. He gets both upgrades delayed here, and the Ropo. Like, that was very good, considering these
Yeah,
Marauders weren't going to do much with this tech. It also gives Maru the chance to potentially be the aggressor where he wants to siege up and stuff.
Ooh, yeah, especially with his range done on his Liberators. If he gets into a strong spot, you might be able to pick off a Nexus.
This Observer seeing this is actually really big. That's a really nice sight from Deer. I like the Storms in the Warp Prism. That's actually really good.
Yeah. We've been seeing more and more of this. Protosses have become pretty confident, especially with the lack of Vikings in the current metagame. Like, you don't see as many people. Like, I like what Maru's doing more than Vikings anyways.
Oh, this is
Oh, boy. Well, he's attacking under a lot of Liberators here.
Yeah,
I don't
this
think
is
that's
not
going to
how
work.
you want to attack, for sure. Wow, Deer's army just disintegrates.
Yeah, he's got some counter harassment going on, but you're not going to make anything right now that kills this army.
Yeah, that was crazy. This is exactly what Maru wanted, and it's
Yeah.
all, you could say it's all thanks to those Marauders, like pulling back the army.
Yes, 100% you're right, because we saw that Deer was doing the dance out front and forcing Maru to play defensively, and you must do that because you know when they start massing Liberators, Liberator range will be on the way, and you have to buy yourself time to have Tempests.
Right.
And so you have to keep your army out front, but I think I wasn't paying attention to the exact supply, but I think he just didn't have enough supply left to warp in.
Right.
So he removed too much of his army to deal with the Liberator drop. And you're right, Maru got into position. He doesn't have Tempest to deal with that, and you're dead. And that's it. You can't fight under 6 Liberators. Every Protoss player in the world should just have a sticky note on their PC that says, don't fight under Liberators.
I just feel like Deer just didn't have any choices at that point, right? Like, he's
Yeah.
starting to siege up one of the really important bases, and he's just going to keep doing it until he gets to your Nat. Like, once it's kind of like a Python having the death grip. Like, you can't get out of it. It's just, it's coming.
And
you can't
it's
do
too
anything
far
about
to
it.
run around because Maru can reposition very quickly at that point. So that was a beautiful game, really, by both sides. Okay, time for an interview with our group winner, Maru. Our defending champion makes it to the round of 16. Congratulations, Maru. How do you feel? That first match was really hard. I'm quite glad that I advanced, though. Seems like you had a fun match, though, in the winner's match. Deer really wants to advance. Something about mines. The mine play worked really well. It seemed like that game went pretty easily for you.
재선이 형이랑 하는 걸 보고
How did you spot his Oracle?
감이 있는데 잘 맞아떨어진 것 같아요.
Well, when I watched how he played against Bunny, I kind of figured the way that he would move his oracles, like his oracle rotation, I was able to predict from watching the Bunny games. Woo, some heavy deep stuff there.
무너뜨릴 뻔했어요, 제스트 선수가. 네, 그 위기의 순간 그래도 안정을 빠르게 찾으셨는데 그 순간.
So your signature Ghost Raven play, it seems like Xancer had an idea of how to break it.
네, 제스트 무시하신 거예요.
무시한 건 아닌데
Actually, for my preparation, I didn't practice against Zerg at all.
그래서 좀
I thought that that match would be easy.
잘하셔가지고.
And to be honest, I was really quite panicked because he played so well.
유령 다 잡히고 좀 많이 집중한 것 같아요.
네, 사실 다수의 유력이 잡히면서 위기의 순간.
After my ghosts were killed, I really tried to buckle down and focus more.
리스크가 아니라 이런 무리 분수나 저글링 이런 다른 조합이었다면 어땠을 것 같아요?
울트라가 아니고 무리군주였으면
His composition wasn't really based on ultras. How are you going to defend it?
있던 상태라서 좀 편했던 것 같아요. 후반은.
If he goes for something other than ultras, I think I might have
자, 이렇게
lost.
오늘 1위로 진출함으로써
But because he stuck those ultras a bit longer, I think that's how I was able to win.
탑시드세요 드디어. 탑시드 처음이죠.
Up next for you, round of 16 group nominations. You're the top seed.
나도 저 자리에
And of course, the top seed has that awesome power at the end to switch people. Yeah, I've always wanted that. And now I have it.
정말 자유롭게 쓰셨으면 좋겠어요. 어떻게 쓰실 생각이신가요?
저는 팀키를
Hopefully you can use it freely however you want.
다른
What's your
형들도
plan?
싫어해가지고 좀 고민 중.
팀키를 정말 좋아하는 지금 선수들 같네요.
I like to make
자,
team
그럼
kills.
마지막으로 이번 시즌
All other players hate it, though.
보도록 하겠습니다.
이렇게 어렵게 1등
So I want to hear your determination for the season.
좋은 조 만들어서 높이 올라가도록 하겠습니다.
네, 다시 한번 1위 진출 축하드립니다.
Had a tough series tonight, but since I advanced, I'll just make it as far as I possibly can. Okay, kind of funny. He says, I want to make a team kill. I bet you he walks in the back room and his coach says, guess what you're not doing?
I mean, maybe you can do like a team kill for the others, like splice, put them all
Oh,
together.
okay.
Like,
Yeah, that would be a hard-ass group too, wouldn't it?
I don't know why you'd want to team kill your team.
They're so good too. Maybe you beat them in practice a lot. By the ways, we have an event here. Do you want to win some GSL Pro Gamer signed mouse pads? Sign up for the English stream and chat in there a lot. We're going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, Xanster against Bunny.